What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Gad Talks. Today we are going to be making a very short comparison video on the Y6 Pro Smartwatch and the N98 Smartwatch, which are very similar in styles, features, and price ranges. They can both go for under $40 depending on the website and seller that you choose to get it from. I'm going to have my eBay affiliate link in the video description below, which will take you to eBay and trusted sellers, and I will earn a commission at no extra cost to you if you guys do purchase. And if you guys have not yet already, make sure to subscribe to my channel, as I'll be coming out with new weekly videos on the latest gadgets, electronics, and smartwatches. Now let's begin. We're going to take a look at the Y6 Pro smartwatch first and seeing how this looks. So both of them are very similar in sizes, but this one, the Y6 Pro, is going to have a little bit different of a band, because you will see that it's going to connect off a magnet strap. So it's going to be right here instead of a lock itself, which is a lot easier than most of the other steel band straps out there and locks, because this one you can just put the magnet on anywhere on the strap, and just makes it a lot easier. This watch is also gesture control, which is a plus, so you do not have to press any buttons if you want to just tell the time. As you can see here, you can just wave your wrist and it will come on. Now let's see some of the basic features on this watch. This watch contains just your basic fitness features: your steps, calories, distance traveled, sleep monitor, heart rate monitor, blood pressure monitor, which is a plus, multi-sport mode, your other settings. It looks like maybe your social media settings, so let's see how we can actually explore this. I'm not actually sure what this is, so that is worth reading about in your instruction manual. But for most of the other functions, it's pretty basic to go through. It's just that this icon is not very self-explanatory. You have your settings, and that's pretty much it for the basic functions on this watch. If you actually do want to do a reading on this watch, you're just going to have to long press a button. So for example, on your blood pressure monitor, it's going to start working. This watch comes in a semi-touchscreen, so basically it's not fully touchscreen. You really have to just navigate through the watch with this one button, invisible button that's right here, and that will take you through the functions. So that's how you work the heart rate monitor. For heart rate monitor and blood pressure monitor, you definitely want to cross-reference the readings that you get from any watch with a reliable device that you kind of already depend on before trusting this watch reading any further. This watch is an IP67 waterproof, so for everyday activities that does not involve submerging a watch into water, it's going to be okay. So washing your hands and maybe even shower, so you do want to check up the IP67 definition, but do not submerge this watch into water. But water splashes, that's going to be fine. Now on the N98 Smartwatch, we're going to take a look at some of the basic functions and the interface of what this watch has to offer. Let me get this to show up clearly. So it doesn't look like the screen is showing up too clearly right now, but let's put this watch on and see how it feels. This watch does not have the luxury of the Y6 Pro magnet band. So this one, you actually have to lock it manually, which is a little bit of a hassle. However, this watch does also come with a lot of similar features as the Y6 Pro, like the gesture control. So that's a plus. I do not want to wear any watches without gesture control, because that means you have to press a button every time, which is kind of a hassle. So this one, you just wave your wrist again, just like the Y6 Pro, to actually show the time. Now, this watch is also a semi-touchscreen, so no full touchscreen here. You really just have to navigate through this one little invisible button that's on the bottom of the screen. You have your sleep monitor, message reminders, blood pressure monitor, heart rate monitor, multi-sport mode, distance, calories, steps. So most of the basic functions on a fitness tracker. Let's see how you can actually choose to use any of these specific functions. I believe you would just long press the button right here while you're on it. Yes, so that is how you do it. You will want to long press the button right here to actually start using any of these functions. So, this kind of goes off with my expectations. I expected myself to be somewhere in the teens for the hundreds on the higher number and on the lower number under 100. So I do want to cross-reference this for something more exact, but that doesn't seem too off from my expectations. So this concludes my basic short video of these two watches. Which watch do I like better? Actually, I like the Y6 Pro better. Even though I feel like the icons on the N98 look nicer, but it's just a lot easier to navigate through this. And it seems like the interface is a lot more responsive. And I do like the magnetic lock instead of the regular lock on the steel band. Before, these both watches are actually in a similar price range, and if I had to choose one, I'll choose the Y6 Pro just because it's a lot easier to navigate through, and it's a lot easier to put on. Of course, they kind of both look the same, so that is my opinion. And if you guys do have any feedback, leave it in the video description below. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys next time.